YouTube? It's 5 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so here we are. We're reacting to Caseoh and Jynxzi and Sketch debating 100 people versus one gorilla. I'm a little late to this. I am a little late to this. However, I am posting it actually ahead of other things by the time you will see this. Anyway, let's see what they have to say and hope it doesn't break my brain.
Okay, I saw that you were leaning more towards the side of the 100 humans versus the gorillas, which I initially thought that way as well. But here's why I changing my answer. I feel like putting yourself in that realistic situation where, let's say there's 100 human beings circling around a gorilla, you would never even want to approach the gorilla to begin with, because everybody will be scared of dying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I
feel like the gorilla would win by default.
But look, see, I was thinking of it in the regard of you got to have 100 humans that they're 100% all in, no matter what. Like they completely disregard whether they live or die. It's just primal. Like, hey, we got to kill this gorilla.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I am missing some key factor here, but wouldn't the point of it not to be to take on the gorilla head on? Because obviously, in terms of strength, you're gonna fucking lose. Wouldn't it be in the terms of devising a strategy to win? But also, why would you want to hurt a poor gorilla? Leave them alone. I mean, the gorilla's probably not gonna do anything unless you provoke it to begin with. Huh? Also, like, I'm assuming, obviously, no weapons, because then it's like a whole different ball game, but even so. Let's hear him out. But there's so much to
That's interesting. So,
take into perspective. Like, also, where is this taking place?
They're going into the process knowing that, hey, I'm probably going to die.
How big is the gorilla, you think?
The gorilla.
Sketch. It's probably a silverback gorilla. Which, hold on. Let me give you some statistics here. Physical traits. Okay, no, can I have, like, more details on that? There we go. 4 to 5.5 feet, or 1.2 to 1.7 meters when standing upright. Stocky, muscular, broad chest and shoulders, of course. Males are significantly larger than females, which I'm assuming here is a male gorilla. And they weigh anywhere between 300 and 600 pounds. Sketch.
Silverback gorilla is like 500 pounds, I think.
Now, the biggest silverback gorilla was 600 pounds.
Correct, Caseoh.
600 pounds? What are they impossible, or are they? I think 100 would be easy.
Oh, 100 people could easily.
We're not counting like UFC fighters, wrestlers. We're just talking like average people, right?
Yeah, like some cavemans.
No, I think they mean normal Homo sapien.
Up because they're just trying to survive. I'm talking like cavemans that just walked out of the cave that morning.
I believe the argument is modern day people right now, Case.
And they're getting together, ooh, 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 and they go and run up on a gorilla.
Yeah, I don't actually. Yeah, okay, they probably do win then. They probably do.
Oh,
okay,
dude,
that's
it's impossible because people think, bro. And I see some comments, bro. Dude, I think I'm gonna be real with you. I think 20 people.
That's great.
Because look here.
Okay, no, let's hear him out.
Here's what you would do. You would get 15 people to attack the gorilla head on, grab onto its arms and weigh it down, and you get the biggest, strongest guy you got from the back,
throw you off.
Jump on his back and
he's
choke
gonna
him
throw
out.
You
can
off.
choke out a gorilla.
He's gonna throw you off. That's not gonna go over well. You're thinking of it too physically and not brainy enough. First of all, it matters where is this taking place? Are you in an enclosed space? How big is this space? Are you out in the wilderness? Because if you're out in the wilderness, people could easily win. All they got to do is just like put together some traps. There you go. You know, lure it there. There's a pitfall with spikes. Lure the gorilla. Gorillas are smart, but you could lure the gorilla even if you have to piss him off and run. Because a person could run over a pitfall without breaking it versus the gorilla, because the gorilla's a lot more heavy than like a lighter, faster person. And there you go. Easy win. Well, maybe not easy, but, you know, win. But when you're... If you're thinking 100 people just rush a gorilla, I don't think so.
Aren't their necks like insanely?
Yeah, but if you hold tight enough for long enough, you gonna choke the gorilla out.
If you
So you
can.
think 20 cavemen could beat one? We're talking 600-pound silverback gorilla.
Oh no, not the 600-pound one, but an average one, yeah.
Like a 400-pound silverback.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, 20 cavemans versus a gorilla. I do think that, yeah.
That is interesting, because this is sort of a hot topic right now.
You're gonna have to be blunt force trauma. That's probably the only way to get it done.
Yeah.
I probably could do it with 15 of the same version of me.
No way.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, sketch. There's literally no way. 15 of you.
I used to wrestle, bro. I used to wrestle. Two of me on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the ground.
Here's the problem that I have with it. People are overestimating the gorillas, bro.
Are they? Let's find out, Case. How strong is a silverback gorilla? Significantly stronger than a human, with estimate ranging 4 to 10 times stronger. They can lift 4,000 pounds and possess a bite force of 1,300 psi. That's almost double the bite force of a lion. He's gonna snap your arm off. They can lift and throw objects lift and throw objects over 800 pounds, which means you could have a 300-pound person on one arm. He can probably throw them off. You can't go at it in a physical way. You just can't. You have to go at it in a logical way. The only way to do it is if you can outsmart the gorilla and use like a trap or something of that variety. They have a higher higher ratio of muscle, of course, in humans, blah blah. So their knuckle walking gives them stronger wrists and forearms. And so just a punch from a gorilla is the same force as being hit by a car driving at 30 miles an hour. They hit like a car. And their grip strength is about 500 kilograms, which is strong enough to crush a crocodile skull. So, what's that about overestimating again, Case?
Oh, you just get the eyes and it's over.
Exactly. You could have multiple people.
Good luck trying to get to the
and
eyes.
throw a punch, and eventually you'll knock the gorilla out.
That is exactly.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT exactly how strong a gorilla is.
Okay,
Hey,
there you go, Jynxzi.
ChatGPT, how much does a gorilla bench press?
4,000 pounds.
Gorilla is incredibly strong. Hypothetically, a full-grown male gorilla could bench press around 1,800 to 2,000.
Oh, they're weak then. Oh, they're weak.
Willing. Their natural strength is off the charts compared to humans.
Okay, they're weak then. Even if I'm
Yeah,
assuming that whatever that was is right.
AI.
1,800 seems
1,800
pretty,
pounds
on the
ain't even
lower
that much.
side.
The
Yeah.
world record bench press is like, it's like 700-800.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a bench press. That's different than anything else. What is a bench press going to do in terms of fighting capability? A single punch is going to be the same as being hit by a
They're
car.
like 800 pounds.
Yeah, they're probably 800, maybe 1,000. I think maybe 1,000 is the record.
With
No.
with a
No.
bunch of gear, it is, yeah. And by gear, I mean like
Yeah.
straps.
And you're
stuff.
going by
But
the
even
top
then-
in the world
even then,
versus your
you don't
average
even need
Joe.
strong people to do it.
That's what I'm
You know
trying to
what you
tell
need?
y'all.
People who are willing to go in there
Don't.
and get turned into a sausage
Oh my
link by a
God.
gorilla and don't care.
How are y'all going at this without
Realistically,
thinking?
you're gonna need at least
They ain't got no brain
5
cells.
people that are like ready to die, and then you need people that are ready to like flank the gorilla. Because I don't think they're that intelligent, right? There's no way.
Oh no.
No, gorillas.
Oh no. Hold up. Gorillas are considered highly intelligent with abilities to use tools and do social interaction, complex communication, obviously sign language. They have a lot of social intelligence, but this is just one gorilla. They have self-awareness, they can make tools, they can communicate. They have emotional intelligence. I'm just baffled. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because this is probably how the average person is thinking about it in a pure physicality instead of using your brain. You don't need strong people. You just need smart people. And you will win.
Like I said, I seen a video the other day. Dude, this silverback gorilla was sitting there. Bro, he took a dump in his hand and ate it straight up. He took a dump in his hand and ate it whole. One bite of it.
Why were you watching
You can
that?
look it up. It's insane. He was sitting there. He held his hand out from behind him. I was like, dang, what's bro doing? He took a dump in his hand and ate it.
Look at that. It's what do they call it? A jungle lunchable.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that,
You know, an old gorilla smoothie.
But think of this too. They're also herbivores, man.
wait, really?
Yeah.
Gorillas don't
No,
eat-
they're
No,
not.
gorillas are
It comes out
herbivores.
I'm pretty sure gorillas are omnivores. What the AI, you're fucking stupid. Sorry. No, gorillas are not omnivores. They sometimes consume small amounts of insects and other animals. Then they eat both. That's called being an omnivore. They're primarily a herbivore, but they do eat meat and insects. Although it is plant-based, highly plant-based, mainly herbivore. But if they even sometimes eat it, my brain's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's an omnivore. That's like saying you're a vegan, but you sometimes eat chicken. Like, bro, what? Anyway,
Like an acai bowl. That's probably what it looks like, an acai bowl.
Yeah.
Or you could plant a whole forest with what comes out of there.
Yeah.
Well, when I was asking ChatGPT, he ordered people like one at a time, the gorilla would win. And I said, like, you got to take into consideration fatigue. And he said, yes, the gorilla would still win. Unless it was like super.
Okay, whoever
Wait,
ChatGPT is a goober then. Because they don't know nothing.
Well, what he
Exactly.
was saying was 100 people at the same time would definitely win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking. That's a theory, right? 100 people all at once. If it's
Yeah.
lining up, where you're screwed.
Okay, so they're saying it's an omnivore, that it eats everything.
What does?
The silverback gorilla. They're
Bro,
saying
a
it's omnivore.
silverback gorilla just eats plants, bruh.
mostly plants, but sometimes
I don't-
insects and animals.
I could check that. I don't know. Let's see what ChatGPT says.
Man, ChatGPT don't know nothing. What does that thing
ChatGPT,
know?
are gorillas herbivores?
Yes, are primarily herbivores.
Oh.
They mainly eat leaves, stems, roots, and shoots. Occasionally, they'll eat small insects, but plants
See?
make up
You could have just asked me.
Wow. You're actually right. Chad, why are y'all saying omnivores then?
Probably the
Because
same.
they're simpletons.
Probably the same mindset as me. As if they
Exactly.
sometimes eat something, then
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm trying to
consider
think of, like,
them.
how battle equipped is a gorilla?
An
Like, if
omnivore.
somebody's flanking a gorilla, do you think it knows how to like hit an elbow?
Mhm.
You know
Yeah.
how to stay? I don't even think gorillas.
But you gotta
throw
think
bows
this.
Like that.
Gorillas? Look, you want to talk about a real life scenario? Okay, let's talk about a real life scenario. We got 100 cavemen and loincloths lined up on one gorilla. The gorilla's running away, bro. I mean, you never gonna find a gorilla that's gonna sit there and try to fight 100 people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk about an actual scenario. We got 100 cavemans and loincloths lined up on one gorilla. The gorilla's running away, bro.
I mean, yeah,
You're
no.
never gonna find a gorilla that's gonna sit there and try to fight 100 people.
Yeah, there's no way actually, because like a gorilla would probably have the battle instinct to evade.
Yeah.
There's no way he would want to fight 100 people.
And even then,
If
you know
he's
what? Let's go
threatened,
ahead
he
and
will fight
say
because he
that
has to. But if
everybody
he doesn't
attack
have
it
to
one
fight,
at a
he's
time,
just gonna
right?
be
Like
chilling.
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
combat style. You just sit there and watch somebody get snapped up, then you go get snapped up, then somebody else goes and gets snapped up, like in a line. The gorilla's gonna tire out before it even gets to
Yeah.
100 people.
The fatigue would be insane on that. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends though. If it is like 100, like let's say just normal people, like accountants, lawyers, teachers, doctors, like stuff like that. Maybe not. Like maybe the gorilla would just literally one-shot them.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was 100, like
If they are all people like that, they are probably smarter than y'all are being right now, and would do what I've been saying the whole time, and just go about it in a logical way.
UFC fighters, there's no way he wouldn't be tired after like the 9th guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no way. He'd have to be like dead, basically, like completely tired.
Yeah. And again, gorillas are passive. There's a video of a duck walking up to a gorilla, and the gorilla ran off, bro, from a duck.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah,
They have hearts, and that's what will cost them at the end of the day.
true. But if you're talking a gorilla with that's got
They have
like
emotional
rabies or something,
intelligence.
then that'll be like a fight for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is like, it is
If
crazy
anything
how
has
this is, like, the
rabies,
biggest
I ain't
question
going
right
near
now.
it. I am
There's
running.
a lot
I am
of
running
people on both
away.
sides.
I am
Yeah.
fucking
But even
terrified of
Even if the
rabies.
gorilla had rabies, if you had a water gun, the gorilla would run away.
It would run away from a water.
Yes, because when you have rabies, you're scared of water.
That is true.
There's no way that. Oh yeah, that is true. I saw that episode in The Office where they were talking about that.
Yeah.
Like I think Meredith got rabies, and Michael Scott was talking about the irrational fear of water. That is very interesting.
Look at all you simpletons in chat talking about what with a question mark. Won't you look something up?
I don't know shit about The Office, okay? But if Meredith had rabies, then Meredith is fucking dead. Because if you get rabies, you're pretty much fucking dead. Oh no, if nothing, if anything is rabies, I'm not. Nope. Uh-uh. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of rabies. I don't want rabies. I don't want to die from rabies. Hold up, though. Hydrophobia and rabies. Hydrophobia, or fear of water, is a characteristic symptom of rabies, a viral disease that affects the nervous system. Rabies virus infects and damages the brain, particularly the brain stem, which controls involuntary movements, including swallowing. Damages to the brainstem leads to painful spasms in the throat.
Before you act like
No,
I'm
he's
wrong.
right. Yeah, he's right. Like I remember Michael Scott was talking about that in The Office.
I'm
The real ones
retweeting
know.
whatever he's saying.
Yeah, that's correct, boys.
But yeah, I seen another thing too. It was like, which animal are you surviving 20 minutes fighting against? It was like a hippo, a tiger, a gorilla, and a bear. And there was actually people in there saying the hippo. The hippo is the last
Yeah, the
one.
hippo.
What?
I can take the hippo. Or you just do a couple 360s around it.
Sketch, come on, man. Don't stop.
Come on, bro.
Okay, but Caseoh,
there's different levels to the athleticism thing here, and I've got a lot of speed. Okay,
But
Pretty
the
sure
big
it goes
question
faster.
a lot
is
of
what
lateral.
what is the area? Like, is it like a 30-foot ring, 40-foot ring? Like, what are we talking?
Even
I'm
if it's
assuming
unlimited,
it's like the
hippo wins.
Coliseum. It's the Coliseum. If it's the Coliseum, I win.
Hippo?
Sketch, how would you evade a hippo for 20 minutes, Sketch?
Running in 360 degrees at full speed. That's how I do it.
But aren't hippos fast?
Sketch! You mean to tell me... No, you listen here, Buster. You mean to tell me that you're going to be able to full sprint in a circle for 20 straight minutes?
Oh,
I
you
can
done
do
it
in
now.
spurts. I used to do the pacer test, and it's like turning around in a swimming pool. All
Yo,
you gotta do
Sketch,
is
you
that.
need to stop streaming and go to the Olympics, buddy. Because if you can run in a circle for 20 minutes and evade a hippo, you're an Olympic gold medal sprinter.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't even think it's possible to sprint for more than a minute, Sketch. Like, honestly.
Bro, I can sprint for a minute.
Cap!
If I really tried
Yeah.
and push myself.
No, cuh. Do it right now.
No, right now?
Okay, here's what I want you to do, Sketch.
I rolled my ankle this morning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I did. It's sore. If I was full health,
Full health.
if I was full HP, I'd be good.
Nah, I feel that though.
I did.
Okay.
I got nerfed this morning. It happens.
Nah, I believe you too.
This freaking kid named Troy stepped on my ankle playing basketball.
Troy,
Yep.
we need to test this IRL. I mean,
Like, it's just not it's because I know what you're talking about, the fitness gram pacer test, and then he has his speech. You sprint for like what 10 seconds, and then you have 30 seconds off. Sketch, you got to bear in mind.
That's the pacer test.
This hippo's not thinking, bro. He's sprinting after you, dude. And like, I will give you that. Survival instinct kicks in. Your heart starts beating fast. Sure, you're probably gonna sprint more usually than you do. You're probably gonna have more endurance. Eventually, you're going to give out. That hippo's gonna have more endurance, and he also doesn't have to give as much effort because he's longer. So like, and once he gets a hold of you, Sketch, like the hippo, he's gonna rip your life
you'd
off.
be gave out in 3 minutes. Not gonna lie.
You
Yeah.
think I would give out in 3 minutes against a hippo? I would give out in
100%.
3 minutes against anyone or anything.
Okay.
It's true, bro.
Now look here. If I'm in an arena with a hippo and
Man.
if I gotta survive 20 minutes against a hippo, you're gonna be better off trying to befriend it.
I
You're
will
not
befriend
gonna-
it.
you're
That's
not gonna-
part of my secret power.
Yeah.
My superpower.
So your
Superpower.
Your superpower would be befriending a hippo, Sketch.
Befriending all things.
Hey, I feel that. That's a good superpower.
That is a good superpower.
Insects included.
What? Oh, insects? Yeah.
I think if you had 1 billion insects versus one gorilla, 1 billion insects are winning.
What insect we talking about though?
Yeah, if they're poisonous, yeah.
Like
Bumblebee.
ladybugs.
A million bumblebees?
Bumblebee. No, 1 billion.
A billion?
1 billion. 1 billion ants.
No, not ants.
Not ants. He would just step on them.
Ants.
Bumblebees.
Fire
are-
ants, yeah.
Ants. There's 1 billion of them.
Sketch, there's literally no way you're trying to make the argument that a billion ants would take down a hippo.
I just did.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
But wouldn't he just jump and stomp his feet, Sketch? And
The
they
hippo
just
can't
they
jump?
get up on it. Yeah, he
You know how
just
much 1
jumps.
billion is? 1 billion
if you-
is
This many
100
ants right here
million.
would be like 100,000 ants.
4
like,
times.
from
No,
here.
that'd be like a million ants right there.
That's 1 foot. That's 1 foot.
no. That is not 1 million ants.
Yeah, it is.
In one
This would
jar?
be 1 million ants. Jam packed.
No, in one
We're
jar.
talking
No.
like moving as a unit. That'd be a million ants.
Yeah, right there.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, Bro, and then
Sketch.
you're timesing that by 1,000
Sketch.
now.
But put it for
Why don't
example,
you just
if
say
you
they're fire
press up
ants or
every
they're
human on the
bullet
earth
ants?
Into one ball, it wouldn't take
They
up
don't
that
gotta
much
be
space.
a sugar
No
ant.
joke, You'd be able to
There's
fit it in
a
like
lot
seed.
of ants that could fuck something up.
You think so?
Yeah, I seen a what's
Just
that
one of
dude's
them,
name?
let
Zach
alone a
D.
billion.
Films or something. He makes some little shorts. I was like, all right, I believe everything he says.
Okay, are you guys ready to game?
Yeah.
That was actually that was an enlightening discussion. I'm still leaning towards.
Don't, please
I'm-
don't.
Towards 1 billion ants?
No, I'm talking like 100 people, and I'm talking average people. I'm not talking like cavemen from like thousands of years ago. I'm talking 100 people, 2025. You got like accountant, doctor, lawyer.
100 of me
teacher.
are taking down a gorilla, bro.
If there's 100 people surrounding a gorilla, I'm not jumping in first. And let's be honest, you guys aren't jumping in first either. Everyone's gonna have the same mindset, and the gorilla's just slowly gonna club away at everyone.
Yeah, but we can't really, take into consideration people with will to live. We're talking.
That is true.
We're talking. It's like death action.
You're talking computer simulation, like who's stronger. That makes more sense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would say the people.
Yeah.
I would definitely say.
What do you think,
I'd say
Sketch?
50 people.
What do I think? I think that at
billion
the end
ants.
of 2030, all of electricity will stop working, and everyone in the world will fight for themselves. And those who have stepped up will be the winners, and those who didn't will be the losers.
Sketch, what did you just say?
Sketch, I don't even know how that applied to the gorilla thing at all.
Sketch, you know something I don't?
No, but it's pure math at this point.
I
It's
don't
pure
even-
math at this point. Think about it.
So you're
Yeah, I'll
saying
tell you
there's going
this.
to be a Fallout level event in 2030?
That's 5 years from now, Sketch.
We'll do it in 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man.
In 5
Listen.
years, Sketch, you could say like 2070 maybe.
2070.
That's like 45
We'll
years
be
from
dead
now.
by then. We'll be dead by then.
We'd be like
You think everybody going to be dead by 2070?
In 40 years, everyone on Earth will be dead.
Yo,
Okay.
come on,
At one
bro.
time, I mean, like, everyone dies over, I'm guessing, not everyone, most people. Most people.
In 40 years?
That are alive right now will be dead, possibly.
No, I mean the whole human race.
Okay, if I was going to speak for humans, I would say we do not want war, but we will have to go to war if y'all make us. That's what I'd say to the aliens.
Where did aliens
I
come
take a
into play?
stance of, be honest, I keep getting sidetracked. Just,
Well, don't you think like aliens would probably like beat humans in an all-out war if they're like? Are we talking like?
alien?
Oh, there wouldn't be a
Martians
war
that-
at all.
Yeah, if they fly like UFOs.
If
and
they're
stuff,
smart enough
dude,
to get
like-
here,
If aliens had the technology to
we're
get to Earth, they would
cooked.
also have the technology to instantly evaporate Earth in the snap of a finger. We wouldn't have to change.
exactly. Yep, he's right.
See, that's extreme. That's correct because there's no aliens in our immediate solar system, right?
I mean, we don't know that.
I mean, we're pretty sure on that.
Because you got to think, they're sending a probe to one of Jupiter's moons with the ocean on it, and they're going to send a robot to that moon. It's going to crack under the ice. It's going to see if there's anything swimming in that ocean. And that's
And if
happening
there
pretty
is-
soon.
we'll know soon.
So if they do find out that something's swimming in that ocean, that means there is
Aliens, yes.
You're saying Jupiter's moon.
Yeah, one
Jupiter
of them.
moon.
Europa
But aren't we
probably.
aliens if you think about it?
No.
Like if you're from a planet like 18 solar systems away, right, or 100 solar
Guys,
systems away,
bro, you're not. You just okay. Listen, you're going to sound crazy. The NASA Europa Clipper spacecraft
Europa.
launched on October 14th, 2024.
Yeah.
It's expected to reach Jupiter in April of what year? Of what year?
I forgot, but I know they're going.
It's 2030.
Oh,
Hey, we're good.
It is 2030, bro.
in 2030, what's happening? They're launching.
In 2030, it's when the probe gets to Jupiter's moon, bro.
Yo, that's
I told you
crazy,
something
Dalton.
was
Thank you for the
big
10,000
moon or the
bits. Appreciate you,
Wonderful.
Dalton.
I'm
W.
not
Dalton,
sure.
thank
It was
you.
the first
Bro,
thing that came on
what?
Wikipedia, and that's all I needed.
All right.
W. Dalton. Wait, what'd you
Who's
say,
ready to slang
Sketch?
some notes?
What did I say?
Never
I
mind.
said, wait.
I'm good. I heard it.
What are you guys' thoughts on Chex Mix, by the way?
Top three
And
snack, probably.
hold on.
Okay, so did you just say to Chex Mix?
Yeah, there's only like
Yeah.
a couple things in there. I'd be not gonna lie.
Okay, the best thing's the cheese cracker. We all agree, right?
no.
This thing, little triangle.
No.
Yeah,
It's-
them things.
no.
Good. No, I
It's
like
the
ones
rye.
with the little with the like the rib cage action. It's like hollow.
Oh, the
The rye pieces are the best pieces in
squiggle
Chex
bread.
Mix.
No, the one above it. The wheat.
Oh.
What's it called?
Oh my god. Okay, well that concludes that. You know what? That went about as how I thought it would, so if people could use logic and brains and all of that fun stuff, they could win. But if they're gonna try to go at it in a physicality type of way, then no, the gorilla's gonna win. Yeah, and that's what I got to say about that. Jesus. If you like the vibe, please like and subscribe. I'm live Monday through Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and YouTube. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. It's 5:30 in the morning now. Have a good one, YouTube. Don't fight a gorilla.